a little dog?
You can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to Collectable Past. As a guinea pig is about ready to go on a toe-nibbling rampage. And of course, joined by always, we got a wonderful panel with us. We got Vinnie Art. What up, Vinnie?
Hey, man. Looking forward to talking about toys, because everything else is shit right now.
It is. It absolutely is. We're also joined by the third guinea. We got Trina of Reha. What's going on, Trina?
Hey, what's up? I'm happy to be here. I can't remember the last toy stream I was on with you guys, but looking forward to being here and hey to everybody in the chat.
No, it's always a pleasure to have you. Just remember, every time you have your toys, Trina, try not to get them wet because they're battery operated. And of course, we got Stieg with us as well. What's going on, Stieg?
Hi, doing quite well. Hatred levels at a steady 87% today. Good day, considering it's raining as well.
That is not bad. 87%. Mine are much worse than that.
But
let's say hi. Let's say hi to all the people in the chat real quick. Time Prophet was the first one in. What's up, Time Prophet? Keely Chow was also in the house. What's going on, Keely Chow? Papa Cotton in the house in lurk mode. What's up, Papa? How you doing? Tina Bojan is also in the chat. Tina, how you doing? Trina in the chat as well, doing double duty. Liam Gray, what's up, Liam? Man, if you decide you want to stop in, just let us know. Vinny or I can throw you a link and you can come hang out and chat with us. Captain Fandom Nerd is in the house. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I hope that you're doing well. Kuba123 Maslow, what's going on? Greetings. I hope that you were doing well. Slasher, my good buddy Slasher. We just did a Rad last night, and I did not have very many kind words to say about that movie, but still, it was a fun review all the same, hanging out with Slasher over on his channel. Nelson the Psychopath, also in the house. What up, guys? Remember, go ahead and share out the links. Let everybody know that we are here having a little bit of fun talking about toys and the things that we like about them, and we're going to try to avoid nibbling off toes for as long as we can. I can't make any guarantees. There may be a bloodbath, but it is what it is. But let's start off and have a little bit of fun. Let's talk about some toys. And I know that, you know, a lot of us have been looking at a lot of different toys that are on the shelves, and whether it's NECA, whether it's Playmates, or whether it's a few of the other companies that are still doing it right. Hasbro, you suck. We've been having a lot of fun with these things and watching what is coming up next, what is coming out next. And holy cow, man. Some of the things that I see some of these companies doing right now is really just blowing my mind.
Yeah, I don't know shit. I just like looking at the toys. So I pop on to look at the toys, and then I have fun with that. Basically, I just like what I see. And that's the extent of my knowledge.
Nice.
It's like a dog.
Sometimes that's all it is, right? It's you see something cool, if you like it, you like it. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
I love how Stieg opens with, I don't know shit.
I don't know shit.
No,
I don't want to know
honest.
shit.
I'm honest to a fault.
And shit.
Give me one second.
I saw some Transformers toys at Walmart. I think it was this past weekend, and they look like, those really cheap toys that you usually see around like Christmas. You can get them like for toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the quality that they looked like.
Yeah, like dollar store. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Did you tip over the shelf? To show emotion?
No.
Maybe you should next time.
There we go. So Liam, if you decide you want to join the one chat that we share with Vinnie and everybody, there's a link in there if you want to stop in and slash. I threw you a link too if you decide you want to pop up and chat and hang out. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, those Hasbro toys, I've said it before, they look like dollar store toys. They're so cheaply made. There's no articulation hardly in a lot of them. They're just trash.
Yeah,
they are.
And you know, and I know once again we get into this argument where people talking about, oh well, these are made for kids. You know what? Yeah. If you are willing to downgrade and give your child a garbage toy, you should probably, you know, I don't know, throw yourself into a wood chipper, because, you know, the type of toys that we got when we were kids were so much better than a lot of this trash that some of these companies are starting to put out there right now. And it's absolutely disgusting when you know that the quality of these toys have gone up since then. Mm-hmm. They can make a lot better toys.
The quality of kids have gone down. There's a lot of shit kids out there.
That's true.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What up, Tommy?
Slasher?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Slasher?
What you guys doing?
Yeah, we're chilling. We're hanging out.
Hanging in there.
Uh-oh. Somebody needs an operation. Hasbro, you do suck. they're just like tanking it right now. But I want to talk about some of the toys that I've been having fun with, and of course I keep talking about NECA, and I know that there's some people out there that hate NECA, but you know what? I have not gotten a bad one out of the bunch yet. I've had a few things that I questioned on the figures, whether it was a leg that was a little bit too long, or like how I broke the damn trigger guard on the Terminator shotgun. But I really think that was more my fault than it was anything else. Granted, their hands are a little bit tight on those figures, but right. I should have been paying more attention to where the damn finger was, because he actually has a trigger finger on that Terminator figure. And when I went to take the shotgun, I kind of just pried it out, not really paying attention, and that's how I snapped it off.
Actually happened to me once. Mm-hmm. A lady accused me of having a really long leg, and I informed her that, hey, that's not my leg, and she took it as a compliment.
Yeah, I almost broke the helmet off one of my what are they called? The Nightmare Demons from American Werewolf in London. I was trying to get the helmet off the guy, and I'm like pulling it back, like I think it was pulling it towards the back, but it was all you needed to do was just like lightly to do it to the front of his head, and I was like yanking on it, and yeah, I almost broke it.
So yeah, Tommy, never just yank on it.
Tommy, I know you said that you didn't have too many negative experience with NECA figures. I didn't realize that because I had a RoboCop figure in the package for like almost 10 years, and I never even realized it was a NECA figure until the other day. I just decided to open it just for shits and giggles because I want to fill up my shelves a little bit more, right? So yeah. So the RoboCop figure I had, it has the mechanic on the leg to open the leg to store the gun.
Yeah. Vinnie was talking about this before.
Two times. All it took was for me to try it 2 times, and it broke.
Yep. That's a piece of shit gimmick that they put on there. Most people when they got it, they just crazy glued it shut or just never opened it.
Oh, you have that same one? You have the same one?
Yeah, well, they re-released them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they re-released them, but they never really fixed the gimmick on there.
Yeah, that thing is a fragile piece of crap.
Yep. Shit.
Hey, what's up, Brutal Morningwood? If I had a nickel for every time I yanked too hard on my demon helmet, that's nasty. All right, we're going to get into what I got this time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I've actually enjoyed getting this entire collection, and eventually I will get reviews on every single figure. I'm going to build a diorama, and I want to do it right and really show off them as a total collection. But, of course, individual reviews first. So here we go. Real quick, looking at stuff that is up for review. Some of it's been reviewed, some of it's upcoming. I've got the complete Predator 2 series. Got my armored Lost Predator there, number 1. Number 2 is the Scout. I've already done a review on him. Number 3,
the Ultimate Stalker. I believe I did a review on him, but I can't recall. Finally got him. Got number 4, which is the Elder. Number 5 is the battle damage version of the Predator. Number 6 is the Ultimate Warrior Predator. Dun, 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 dun. Number 7 is the Shaman. I still have to do a review on him as well. There's a few of them I haven't done reviews on. Oh, something fell. Then we got the Boar. Then we got the Ultimate Snake. And, of course, the one that fell, another one that just arrived recently, the Ultimate Guardian. I really love this set, and I'm so happy that I got the entire set now. Now it's all a matter of getting all the reviews done on them and showing them all off with an awesome diorama that I'm going to have in the works. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I have thoroughly enjoyed this series so far, and every figure that I have reviewed, they've been stellar.
Yo, Tommy, where's the Danny Glover action figure?
And you know what? As far as I know, they never made one of.
I know. I was just.
What's that? No, not, oh, what is his name? I keep wanting to say Murtaugh, but that's
Yeah, that's
the other movie.
Yeah, I forgot his name in a Predator 2.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know why.
Mike Harrigan.
Harrigan. Okay.
Harrigan, that's it.
There you go.
I watched that movie a lot.
Yeah, that movie was great.
But yeah, like every single one of these figures, I've enjoyed the hell out of them. And I think they did a hell of a job with all the extra attachments and accessories that came with all these different ones. And they did a lot of different sculpt work on them too. I was really worried when I first started the set because some of them look kind of similar, that it was going to be the exact same body, just redone over and over and over again. But there are enough variations and differences, even in the main part of the bodies, that you could say these are completely different figures.
Did you collect the McFarlane Alien vs Predators, like when the movie came out?
I didn't really get into collecting a lot of those. I had a couple Predators. I had like the translucent one that was supposed to be, the one that was vanishing, and I think I just had a plain colored one, but that was about all I had. Now my brother had a few of the Aliens figures, which I actually do have I have a toy break for that for later. Because you know what, we're going to play that right now, real quick, since you brought it up.
Cool.
Everybody, what's going on? We are hanging out with the great Fuzzball Stripe. And happy May 25th. 44 years ago today, Alien was in theaters for the first time. We're celebrating it with Aliens figures from Kenner. Do you guys remember these figures? Did you love that franchise? This was your toy break for today.
Cool. I had the exploding alien. When they press the button on the back and it explodes.
Nice.
Well, I remember it was about 2 years ago or so, and this was right around the same time that NECA started really getting into re-releasing a lot of these different type of figures. And Kenner and they had actually did Kenner re-releases of some of the Predators and Alien figures, like the original ones. They looked pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but I was never really that big on that series anyway, because I always felt they always looked a little bit off. So I didn't want,
right?
Yeah, I didn't want to get any, because I remember they had the big giant queen alien I'd seen in a Walmart, and like I said, looked just like the original ones. I was impressed with that much, but
they in around the time AVP came out, the movie, they put out a McFarlane series. Like half the line was aliens and half the line was predators. They didn't look as, over, like, disproportionate and like goofy as the Kenner ones did,
Right. Now, Time Prophet, I know that movie very well. It's actually in my CD collection.
Happy Harry Hardon?
Yeah, man. Pump Up the Volume was great.
It's been a while since I've seen that one.
But there's so many other of these NECA figures, and I know Trina could talk on some of these NECA figures that she's reviewed. That you really, other than that one, have you really run into any other problems with the ones that you reviewed?
No real problems. Just like you mentioned, there'll be one leg longer than the other. That seems to happen often. It doesn't really bother me that much because I put them in little stands that I have anyway. But if you wanted to just like have them standing, like if you were trying to create like a little stop motion film or whatever, it would be a problem. But if you just like having them on a shelf, it's not a problem. But I do think that they really should look at that, because that is a quality control issue.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
But I was going to say, on the Alien figures that NECA has done, I'm actually not a fan of the Alien franchise. I just couldn't get into it. But NECA put out some awesome looking aliens, all different kinds. They were so impressive looking that when I saw them, I was like, man, I really wish I was into these movies, because I'd get them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to say, too, going back to Slasher, I don't think McFarlane had the rights when Alien versus Predator came out. I think that was all NECA. They weren't.
I have one right here. I think it's the Celtic Predator. Let me look at it.
I know McFarlane, he had the rights for both of them at one point.
It was around the time the movie. It was around the time the movie came out.
I think it was regular NECA. Because they didn't do Ultimates back then. They everything was like carded. Because this one was on the bubble. This one was in the bubble bubble package. Yeah, they weren't doing the windows back then. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe McFarlane had it at one point, but I know NECA they had their hands all over it. Because I have the Elder from the Alien versus Predator, where he's got the big red cape. I have him, and that's NECA.
I can't find the friggin' I'm looking on his legs and his feet, and I can't find a mark. Where the hell is it?
Probably somewhere on the back, hidden underneath something.
Probably under his fucking cod piece. I don't want to fucking take this shit off.
He just doesn't want to mess with the cod piece right now, because you're not a real masculine man.
No, I also don't want to break this thing trying to find out what friggin' company made it.
Yeah, it's no big shit. We can just type it in. Hold on, I'll type it in.
You don't want to dick around with it?
McFarlane Toys, Alien versus Predator. Oh yeah. It looks like they did.
2004, 2004, right?
Yeah, 2004. Okay, yeah, they did have it. You're right.
Now, don't you feel bad for trying to call him a liar?
Yeah, Vinny.
I didn't call him a liar. I said
you just insinuated I was lying.
That was a sick thing to do.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Fuck you, and fuck you.
And I, all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
What the hell kind of movie was that from?
It's Friday.
Nope.
Friday. Yeah. Although I could be wrong. It could be Tuesday, and they're going to call me a liar again.
Blackie Lawless from Wasp knows what is under a cod piece. Yeah. Fireworks. No, there's a bunch more figures that I actually did pick up. I did pick up in the T1000. So I have the two regular Arnold ones, the one from the first movie and the one that I think is supposed to be from Terminator 2 or maybe the end of the first Terminator movie. I forget now. Because the end of the first Terminator movie, he's wearing a leather jacket, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so he goes from wearing that punk guy's gray jacket to wearing a regular biker jacket at the end. So I think that might be the first Terminator. And then I did pick up the T1000 where he's got like the big hole in the head with the extra head and the one that's split in half.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at that one.
Yeah.
There's a few other ones that I picked up recently. I've got the Warner Brothers, the tattoo artist Gremlins. So it's got the one, Gremlin. Yeah, the Gremlin with looks like a soldering iron and not a tattoo gun. So I really need to go back and watch the movie, and I got to really see, did he use a tattoo gun in the movie, or did he use a soldering iron to tattoo that other Gremlin? That's what I'm not sure about, because in the package, it's definitely a soldering iron. This is not a tattoo gun. I have a tattoo gun. I know what tattoo guns look like, and that most certainly is not a tattoo gun. So I want to figure out if they messed up or did they do that on purpose in the movie, and they just, it's like a bit of a gag.
Yeah, I would bet that that's how it was in the movie, because NEC is pretty good with their accessories.
Yeah.
Don't tell me they actually made an Uncle Buck figure, did they?
I wish they did. I would have gotten it.
You know what?
I could see them making a Kevin McAllister figure.
Well, they got some of their lower end figures that they do. So they got like Christmas Story, they got Christmas Vacation. God, what else did they have? They have Jaws. And these ones, usually they're cloth clothes on them, but usually the details are not as fine as you would get with the Ultimates line. So if they did do an Uncle Buck, it would have been in that line. Usually they come like a little the little mini rectangular box.
It looks like it was only a bobblehead they made of him, but there is someone that made a 12-inch version of him, and I had shown it off. It's some kind of custom piece. Looks freaking awesome. 1 second, blow this up.
Yeah, that very, very well may be the case, Liam. I really don't recall, because I thought that they used a tattoo gun, but it might have been a soldering iron. Who knows?
Right? Yeah, this is
cool.
Yeah, MP paint. Some kind of
That's cool that he got the drill.
Yeah, it's some kind of custom piece, but yeah, they did an awesome job. But it looks like he's got real hair as well. It won't blow up when I go to click on it. It stays small. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. The tailoring on the clothes and shit too. So,
yeah,
good for them. I like
that's well done.
Yeah, it's very cool. So yeah, that's the only Uncle Buck, some kind of custom figure.
Yeah, there's one I'm looking at, and I think I talked to you about this before, Vinnie, and I think I said it was Hot Toys that they did a version of Barnes from Platoon, and I need to find that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have figures for every single one of the pigs, and Barnes is the last one.
Damn. Yeah, but you said, wasn't it pretty pricey?
I didn't actually see one for sale. I just seen a information page about it. So
yeah,
the one I seen was a previous sale, and that one was going for like 150 something.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that standard for Hot Toys or
150? I mean, it's on the lower end, so it's pretty good. Depending when it came out too. Because I know they had like the Universal Monsters at one point, Sideshow Hot Toys, and they didn't look as good. If it's an older piece, if it's like early 2000s, the quality's not there. Just so you know.
Okay. Well, this one I checked out. They had a couple different ones by a couple different companies, and the one by Hot Toys actually is the one that looked the most like Barnes from the movie. So that's the one I'm going to go with, because obviously, if I'm going to get one of Barnes from Platoon for the pig, a representation for him, I'm going to get the absolute best one I could get. The only one I can't really get at all is they've never made a Cringer figure, as far as I know. I mean, you got Battle Cat, and you take the armor off, and technically he's Cringer, but he's not really. And what's going on, Liam?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hey, Liam.
Hello. Sorry, I was turning everything off and getting here. How's everyone doing?
Doing well.
Awesome. Yeah, I just sent the wife off to the post office to ship some stuff off, so I thought, oh, come on and say hi, see how everyone's doing.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I found the Barnes figure. Yeah, if you could get him for 150, that's a steal. He's going for like anywhere from 375 to 600. He's a good quality figure. I'm looking at him right now.
Speaking of action figures, yesterday, out of the blue, when I haven't sold anything in a while, I sold an amiibo. I sold the Simon Belmont amiibo, and I thought, well, okay. So I thought I'd go do a quick check, eBay price check to see what's going on. All of the amiibos have jumped in price, like all of them. Some of them are going for as much as $150. Like even the ones that were pretty common are going for like $40 to $50 now.
Wow.
That's freaking
What are
crazy.
amiibos?
Yeah. They're little Nintendo figures that would come with the Nintendo Switch or the console that came before it. I can't remember. I think it was just a Switch. And so it's like a little statue. And you would scan the they work on the DS too. And you would scan them on the device, and it would give you extra little bonuses in the game, or it would allow you to like save your character onto the statue. Essentially, it's what they were. So it's like nothing flash.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little statue on the bottom is like a circular disc, and it has like a chip inside of it. So
Yeah, isn't it like?
with the
Isn't it
Switch,
that like you use it for Smash Brothers to get the characters? Like
yes,
you have a Ryu
like
amiibo. If you have a Ryu amiibo, he could be in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I was surprised to see that they've all had a huge price jump. Like, so I got a whole bunch in a box. When I finish unpacking them, I'm throw a whole bunch. I also found like 3 extra boxes of Transformers. So if like anyone's looking for anything from like the Earthrise line or anything like that, I got a whole bunch of random deluxes and stuff. So
nice. Yeah, these
are the Prime stuff.
Yeah, these things are pretty cool.
I have a Rob the Robot amiibo in a package. I wonder if I could get some dough for that.
Yeah, don't know. Might be worth something. You have to go check eBay. Have a look.
Yeah, you never know. It's crazy. I used to see these things all over the place. I have Mario and Luigi, and Chris gave me 2 of his. He sent me something. He just threw them in there. He's like, "Yeah, I had extra," so he just threw them in for me. But
the Luigi that's planking, like the Luigi that's standing, like in the planking pose, is like $47 US on eBay. Like that's like
this one
$10 figure. Which one, sorry? Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, it's like 47 on eBay.
That's crazy. I have this one. Go ahead, Trina.
I'd have to go through and check all the prices on all of them, but I did a quick. So I was like, why is this guy so desperate to get this Simon Belmont figure? I'm like, he's like, oh, are you shipping it? Are you shipping it? I was like, dude, you bought it less than 24 hours ago. Yeah, I'm going to ship it. I'm just in the middle of moving. What's going on? He's like, if I give you an extra $3, can you send it express? And I was like, yeah, I'll just send it to Express, dude. Don't worry about the extra money. It's fine. It's all good. Like, I thought, why is this guy so like this seems like really, really hardcore about this figure. I'm like, maybe he was autistic or something. But I just I Googled it, and then I saw that they're going for so much, and I'm like, what the fuck happened that the amiibos are like booming in value? Did they declare that they're not making anymore? No, it's the brown one in the top left there.
This one?
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, Simon. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So how much is he going for?
I think it was he was only like $36, but that's still $36. I was selling him, I think, for like 12. So it's like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I remember when I first started seeing those things, they were only 12, 14. Even now, I think the most that they're going for is like 19, ain't it?
Well, I just looked up the Rob amiibo, and it goes anywhere from 14 to 18, so it's not really a collector's item.
Well, not him. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the characters. Because yeah, someone's selling them for $45. Someone else was selling them for $20 on eBay. I guess it all depends.
This is kind of toy related. I'm sorry. It's just that's what's going
on.
on.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
No. There's no wrong answers when you're talking about toys that you're checking out, collecting, or just watching the values change. You know what's going on in Time Profit and what's going on in Godzillionaire. Amiibos are really expensive. Funko Pops, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't
they
even
look
seen
awesome.
I love them. I love them. I think that, and if you guys, I don't know if you showed it off, but Chris Fisk has like this awesome little glass display with them in it, like that's wall mounted. I'm like, that looks awesome. I'm gonna rip him off. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, he's got a cool setup for sure. I never seen the Street Fighter ones. Had I would have probably gotten those.
Yeah, I think I've got like 3 Kens left. I don't know if I've got any reuse. Like,
oh, nice.
Because what had happened is I just buy everything and throw it in boxes. Like that's my problem. So it's like
you're speculating, right?
Yeah, exactly. Anything that I think is going to be worth something, I'm like, okay, these are third party, so they're probably going to go up. Like the Samus ones went to insane value. Like there's a Samus Ripley, which is that big pterodactyl thing.
Yep.
That thing's worth a fucking mint. That thing's worth a fucking mint in the Amiibos. The Yoshis were also worth a fucking mint. I was selling them for like just shy of $70, like about 2 years ago. So,
yeah, the Samus ones look amazing. I love those so much, and Link looks awesome too.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never seen Link in stores. I've seen a couple of Zeldas, but I've never seen Link.
And I've never seen Zelda in a store.
Wow. Is it regional? They just put different shit on.
I've never played any other games.
Damn.
That's they're probably just buying them all out. You know what I mean? Like they're probably just people probably just buying them. You know.
Probably. Well, I mean, the biggest problem we're seeing with a lot of these different lines, and Vinnie knows this as well. I'm sure you do too, Liam. Is a lot of these damn scalpers that are going out there, and they're doing the same thing. They're speculating, but they're speculating on a very, very wide net where they're taking everything, and it's no longer speculation at that point because they're driving up the prices by making sure that there's nothing on the shelves and people want it. You're going to have to pay my prices. And you see that over and over again, especially on eBay with some of the ridiculous jack up and freaking prices they're doing. Like I was looking for the Zartan that was a Walmart exclusive with the blue chest. So it kind of like, it kind of gave you that same thing like the original Zartan G.I. Joe figure had where you put them in the sunlight and the clear panel would turn blue. So that's kind of what they did with the Walmart exclusive Zartan. And that's the one I wanted. Man, that shit was sold out instantly. Like they sold out in pre-order, so you couldn't even get it. And the same thing when they did the Velocitron 500 Speedway series of Cosmos in the Transformers line. Pre-order sold out before it even hit the shelf, so you couldn't even get it if you were a regular collector.
Wow.
Yep.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
So they released these. You guys have talked about them previously, but they released these Mario movie figures, you know, and they released them here locally. And I was doing a move, and I wanted them because I'm a retard. So I bought. They had only a couple on the shelf, right? Then they had like Luigi, and then they had one copy of Luigi and one copy of Peach. So I went, oh shit! All right, I'm gonna. If I don't want to. If I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna get the whole set. I'm not gonna just get one, you know. So like I bought those two so that I could get them later because the rest they had a bunch of Toads and other shit like that already. And then I went away and I came back 2 or 3 days later, and then they had them back. They were like they'd restocked them, the one like the Peach and the Luigi, and I went, oh shit! I didn't have to scramble to buy those. Like, so I bought the other two that I needed in the Bowser, and I was done with it. But I thought that's how they should generally do it. They should probably just have like one or two copies of the character on the shelf and more in the back, because it'd take up less space and it'd also let you know, like, oh, this is what they got. But
well, I mean, that also cuts down on the scalpers, because if they only see one or two, that's all they're going to be able to grab. But I tell you, I've been watching that from the beginning. I've been putting shorts out on that, Liam, and I've watched those Mario figures from before the movie released. They were selling fairly well, but you could still find every single character easily on the shelf, on the pegs, and along with the little play sets and the smaller, like amoeba type figures, or the small little posable figures, or the statuette figures. They were everywhere. Yeah, like you couldn't throw a stick and not hit Mario in that aisle, because they took up at least like 2 full shelves. And then I watched them just start shrinking and shrinking. And the last video I just did, I think I just put it up today. They're actually down to maybe about a half a shelf worth of space for the Mario figures. The 5-inch figures, or the 5 or 6 inch figures, whatever they are, they have almost none.
Is this just a short? Like, is this just like a 10-minute, like a 5-minute short or 2-minute short?
It's like, no, it's a regular short. It's like less than a minute.
Would we be able to watch it real quick?
Yeah, I've been doing it over time, just watching them, just
because here nothing is moving, and I was really surprised given the huge amount of success that the film has had. But here, I rushed to buy those figures because, like, oh, they're going to be fucking gone, and I'm not going to be able to complete the set. It's going to drive me up the wall. And no, they're still just sitting there in the big W I got here. No one's really bought any. They've got all these like Mario Kart tracks and everything everywhere. They've got like these giant Luigi and giant Mario figures. They've got a bunch of the little guys in carts as individual toys, and then they've got the little statue figures. So, and then they have these little boxes that are like the power blocks, but you unfold them and they're like a diorama with a little minifigure inside.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. They're in scale with the 5-inch figures, and that's why they did them like that, so you could build up those blocks. Yeah, no, it was a good marketing ploy that they had. But like, I brought mine back. I did a full review on both Mario and Luigi, and then I ended up bringing them back because I found my amiibos, and I'm like, oh, I like the amiibos better. They look cool. They're static little statues, and it takes up less space.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say the bigger figures, and Vinnie and I were talking about, because there was 2 different ones that they put out. They put out the ones with the soft, like, cloth bodies and arms with the big plastic heads. And then they put out a second version where they actually had plastic arms with joints. So the plastic arms and joints, I'd seen them a few times, and they were gone, and I've never seen them again since. Like, that was after the movie dropped. After the movie dropped, all those big articulated ones, they disappeared off shelves and never to return.
Yeah, because
real quick. I'm sorry, Vinny. Frankie, what's going on, Frankie? And what's going on, Adam?
Hey guys,
what up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, well, Frankie's the one who spotted it out first. He, it was way before the movie came out, even close to it. So it was just regular Nintendo release of those bigger ones. Because Mario, he had like a function. I didn't notice it, but he did. Where like if you hit his fist, he makes like a crunching sound, like he just punched the block. His head made a sound. His foot made a sound.
Oh, really? That's what the big ones do. I just looked at them and assumed they were giant cheap figures. It's the one that was all solid, not the plush ones. The plush ones have just like a metal wire in its arms or some shit. But it was stitched, like the quality was good on that. Like the stitching was really nice. But the bigger full plastic Mario that has joints and shit, yeah, he had some kind of feature in it where he's like sound activated stuff. But yeah, that was regular Nintendo. I think they might have had like leftovers, or they re-released part of that when the movie came out just to get rid of more of the the stock that they had. And then
I was kind of wondering about that, Vinny, because some of the packaging on there, it didn't look it looked like it was in the same packaging style as some of the other ones that they were releasing, that they actually put Super Mario Brothers, like they were promoting the movie, because they had the big poster boards and everything like that up in the aisles around the Mario stuff at first, when they had like two, maybe even up to sometimes 3 shelves worth. And then, of course, all that poster work came down as everything shrunk and disappeared. But
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you know, because some of those companies do that. They have leftover stock from when they made it, and then they just make a few more, and they put it in new packaging, just kind of re-release it and sell it again.
Yeah. It was
like Kenner. Like how Kenner used to do, right?
Oh, wait, he has clothes on. Hold on.
Yep.
Or he has cloth. There was one that's fully solid. This was it this guy? Is this the one that you seen?
No, the one I seen looked a little different than that. He didn't have anything.
Yeah, the one I've seen, the one
packaging
that's
like
in
that.
stores for us is different too.
At least I don't recall. I have it on a short on my channel. As a matter of fact, I think I might even mentioned your name in the short. And I'm like, yeah, Vinnie, this is the one I'm talking about. So I forget how long ago it was. You know what I really need to do is I need to do an actual total timeline breakdown of all those shorts and watch how those Mario figures just disappear off the shelves in conjunction with the release of the movie.
And then put them together in put them together in like, you know, sped up so that you can see it all disappear over time. Like just do one last little video. Like Mario toys fly off shelves and then just have a little timestamp down in the bottom corner. Go January, February, and it's like
Well, here's a good way too. If you see any black on the box, it'll say Super Mario Brothers movie on it. That's all the merchandise that's actually movie related. All the other ones are brightly colored. There's no black on the package.
Yeah, those are the ones that I bought. I bought the movie set because I was like, movie set.
Yeah. And they did look good. I mean, like, even Toad looked great with his little backpack and everything. Like,
they look really good.
I'm gonna build up a in the like the side of the studio area. I'm gonna build up a little Mario shrine for like Mario Kart and everything like that for the girls because that's one of the things we used to play. I'm gonna get it all set up and I bought a poster and everything. I'm gonna put it all up there. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I wanted to get those little extra figures just so I can sit them up there on the shelves.
Well, you were talking earlier, Liam, about getting a collection, and once you start, you feel like you got to get them all. And I did that with the Predator 2, which I started to show off with. I also did it with this line as well, and I finally did complete this entire wave. So let me know if you've seen these ones.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back. We are hanging out with Rorschach, hiding away in the shark cubby hole. And what do we got to show off today? You know, it's superhero related. So from Playmates, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, part of the retro line, we got Krang. Another one that's done very well in the retro style, of course, once again, with all the retro packaging details you would expect it from the old school ones. Leatherhead, of course, like all the other ones, amazing artwork on this packaging, reminiscent of the old school figures that came out in the 80s. Bebop, another one amazingly done with all the retro packaging that you expect from this line of turtle figures. We got the Foot Soldier.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There is a little bit of movement in the legs over here as far as his walker is concerned. The arms just kind of port on, they move up and down. Not a whole lot there. Like I said, these legs move a bit, so you get a small range of motion right there. Also, his top does lift off, and you can actually pull the Krang figure out of his mechanical chariot. And here we have Leatherhead. It comes with a little bear trap that actually does close up. Comes with his little shotgun, which actually can store on the back. Like right out of the package, here we have Bebop. Goes Bebop with his turtle shell drill, his knife. Here we have him with his garbage can shield. Here we go with the Foot Soldier. Just as gangly and zombie looking as you remember him. Here we go with our Foot Soldier with his turtle shell biter weapon. He does come with his electro shock mace, his turtle carving knife, and of course the little stand for all the weapons, but this is the one that I prefer to use.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes
You remember
Turtle
how
power.
munted Shredder's? Yeah, remember how munted Shredder's body was, guys? You remember
I
that
couldn't
original
stand
Shredded figure?
I hated that
Shredder
Shredder.
figure.
I hated that Shredder.
Oh, I actually got into the discussion when I did the review on that one, and I was actually explaining why they did that, because they actually ripped that straight from the pages of the comics. So there's one scene where Shredder's kind of leaning over the ledge of a rooftop, and he's hunched and squatted over. That is where they took the idea of the positioning for that figure when
they decided to give the figure scoliosis.
Well, yeah. they were trying to keep all the figures in the same scale size as far as height.
Yeah, because if his legs were extended, he'd power over him.
Yeah, so they did him down in that crunch down position. They did the same thing with a few of the other figures.
Leatherhead's kind of like that. Leatherhead's
well, he looks more like an alligator would, like he's almost like he's on all fours, because that's when you stand him up, it almost looks like he's ready to just put the two arms down on the ground and run like an alligator.
Look at this guy putting logic to his toys. Listen, Shredder was taking a dump and he kept falling over. I hated that figure as well.
I think I have that one.
Yeah, no, I just remember. I remember looking at him as a kid and looking at all of his like his spine sticking out. It's like he's got that Bruce Lee tension going on, but his body's in the wrong pose for it. It was funny, and a little cloth cape that he had.
Yeah, they failed.
You got a teeny tiny waist.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one thing. You know, the one thing about the Shredder figure and the same thing with the foot soldier is that the thing I didn't like about him is, being hunched over and everything like that was a pain, but the way they were hunched over and the legs were designed, they didn't know we stand properly. Yeah. That was the only really downside I had to that. I could kind of tolerate the bad pose if they would have stood a little bit better.
Oh, look, they had so much personality. They made the right choices. Like, I'm just poking fun. It's just like, even you have a look at that foot soldier. Like, we know they're robots, so they don't have to be human proportion. But just look at how much personality they fucking have. You know, like they've got these really long arms, these weird looking legs, these weird elongated skulls. It's like ancient alien shit, but with action figures. It's great.
Yeah, or like Democrats.
You could look at it like a silhouette. You could throw it up as a silhouette, and everyone could identify it for immediately what it is, and that's good design.
Maybe he was hunched over because he was shell shocked.
Anything's possible.
No, I was very fortunate that I'd gone back so many damn times to the store, and I was lucky enough to actually find them on the shelves, because usually when I go out looking for these damn turtle retro toys, nobody has them. Usually they were not on the shelves at all, and I just got lucky one day. I walked in and I found all the rest of the ones that I needed. Like, I found all the in the same set, it came with the stored shell turtles. So there was the 4 stored shell turtles. There was Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Foot Soldier, Krang, and Leatherhead in the second series or second wave that they released. So that pisses
me off, because man, we've had the Turtles, those redo figures. I've got them all. We've had just the 4 Turtles up on the shelf. Well, at least in my old town, for years. We never got wave 2. There was never a wave 2 for us. Like, why not? I didn't even know they'd done it till I was looking at you put them there. I was like, son of a bitch. They've released wave 2 in America. Like, how long ago did those come out?
They started releasing a few years ago, the first wave. So these ones just came out I believe it was the end of last year, beginning of this year. This wave came out.
Yeah, so we still haven't got them here. That sucks.
I really like a lot of them. Once again, you go back to some of the quality control on some of these figures, and they made them look like the old ones really well. There's a few paint application misses, which, they're irritating, but they're not deal breakers. The one thing that did piss me off is that some of the weapons, they were made just as cheaply as the original ones, so some of the weapons bend all the hell up. And some of them a few of them actually felt like they were cheaper than the original ones, which I don't even see how that was possible. But there was a few weapons that were so bad, it was like origami in the package. They were all warped and wavy and everything. It's just, I don't understand that. If they're going to re-release them, they could have corrected those issues, and they could have corrected a lot of things with the way they packaged it too, to actually cut down on those problems.
Yeah, they could have.
At least we've got a chance to get them, eh? Like, at least we can get them.
Well, you know what? For me, it's getting them again, because I don't know what happened to all of my originals. I have some of them, but a lot of them I don't have. And somebody, I forget who it was. I can't remember if it was Tony or somebody else. Somebody had actually seen Splinter out on their shelf, and I was like, "Well, shit! If you see him again, pick him up and let me know. I want that one, because that was one of the few from the first wave that I really wanted to get. I mean, would it be nice to get all the Turtles or whatever else they released, like April O'Neil? Yeah, it'd be nice, but I don't care about it getting them quite as much since I got all the storage shell ones. But I would really like to have the Splinter figure again.
That would have been good. Oh,
So I have one more thing real quick, Vinnie.
Oh, okay.
One more thing real quick. This is kind of going in conjunction with the turtle toys. So
Gotcha.
I do have something that I finally got up on eBay, because eBay, you can suck these fuzzy guinea pig nuts, you son of a bitches. You either damn sure, or I will find somebody else to do business with. But I had to put something up on eBay. So guys, if you wind up seeing this, my eBay store is listed down in the description. Share it out if you can. I do have this that I put up for auction.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Hey guys, what's going on? So we're doing a little quick show off right here, something that's actually going up on my eBay store because the pigs need money. They eat way too much. So from 1990, Mirage Studios, New Line Cinema, we got this limited edition silver coin from 1990, which was a promotional tie-in for the movie. This thing looks really nice. This light is not doing it any justice because this thing looks a lot more silver than that. But it's a two-sided coin, limited edition, 4,104 out of 15,000. So guys, it comes with a little booklet and a sticker. So if you see this in the description of every video, and of course every live stream, my eBay account is listed as All Time Mountains. Please share it out for me and let everybody know that I'm trying to get rid of this thing. Thanks, guys. Later.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Yeah, I unfortunately I had to part with some of this stuff because the pigs eat way too much. I go through so much money feeding these pigs that it's like the account's running low every damn month. So a few of these things got to go. Which I was planning on selling some of this stuff anyway because I got way too much. I mean, the clutter is real. I'm sure everybody on this panel understands that. I'm sure a lot of the good people in the chat understand that as well.
So
Yeah.
my
Too
fan,
much
the chat,
clutter.
the fans in my chat on Twitter, they call it the nerd accumulation. I recently did a big move, Tommy. As you know, I jumped up to a new place.
Yep.
And I had two trucks and a moving truck full of junk. 90% of it was this shit. And I'm unpacking it now. I'm on to Vinnie, I think it's day 6 or something of
Some shit like that, yeah.
I've got like half a shed full of this shit still, dude. I haven't even put it where it's meant to go. I've got an entire wall that's just covered in Care Bears and shit and DVDs. I've got like so much crap. I have so much crap. And I'm finding stuff I didn't even know I had, you know? So
Yeah.
I've got a bunch to sell as well.
Oh, I hear you. I opened up a box today and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know I had this. It's like when it's been years since you've seen the old shit you have just piled up. I'm like, oh god, I have a problem.
Yeah, I've got this box of stuff that's all shit that I bought because like I didn't know that I already had it. So like I just kept buying it. So I opened up this one box and I was like, wait, I unpacked this already. And then I went, oh no, this is my box of a bunch of shit I've already got. The problem is it's all too good to throw out or anything. It's all like hard to find shit. Like it's all a hunt, you know?
Yeah.
But but I don't know anyone else that'd even give a fuck besides like you guys. Like if I was to show it to like normies, I'd be like, okay, cool. It's like a gremlin. I'm like, yeah, but like it's hard to get these gremlins, you know, like
Right?
uh,
Shit.
a bit of,
Yeah. There's so much
Well,
crap I still need to go through.
that is part of the problem with being a collector and being somebody that appreciates some of that stuff. I mean, we know the value, we see the value in it, and usually it's only people that understand the value of some of these things that are like wowed by it a lot of times, which is kind of funny because there's more of these people popping up now that are doing this type of stuff. Matter of fact, I just caught a video earlier of some guy. He runs like a store. It looks like it's just a big toy store, and that's what he does. He wheels and deals for older figures to put them up in his store to sell, or he's making like huge deals. Like he had this one guy came in and bought, oh god, what was it? Something like close to $1,500 worth of Masters of the Universe figures.
Wow!
Because he was going to take them all and he was going to blow them up like I forget how big, like 24% or something. He's going to make huge posable figures in like a big area, like to show them off in action poses and stuff. Like the guy's got some crazy idea, but what he wanted to do is he wanted to get all the original figures with the original color scheme. So when he blows them up and he makes these figures that he's going to put up for people to come view, and like I guess almost like a setting like you would for model trains, that he's got them in the accurate original colors that the figures came in, which is pretty interesting. I hear you, Time
yeah,
Prophet.
I've got a buddy called Justice Curry, and he's got a bit of a YouTube channel, and he's been collecting everything for a very long time. But I watched this guy start out. He used to be a cop, and he started out just small time, and now he's like a full-time collector and toy store runner and everything. But like he has this this rule where like if he's going to buy something for himself, he has to know where he's going to display it. He has to get rid of something else. And if you look at his videos or like his channel or anything that he shows, you'll see that like his house is just full, completely full. And I watch these kids grow up, and like, I haven't talked to him much in the last year, but like the not in a bad way or anything like that, but like but you look at what he's got, and he started out with just drawers of stuff, and he's got to the point now where he's like, look, I've got so many GI Joes, I'm just going to sell them in bundles. Like I don't have the time to go through and sort everything. I don't have the time to do all of this, and it gets overwhelming. The clutter is like it makes the place feel busy. It makes you got to have everything organized. It's like
yeah. That's for sure.
Time Prophet, if you ever decide to sell VHS tapes, I would reach out to Fanzine because he collects VHS tapes, and maybe he would want to buy a few off you. I don't know. But maybe who knows?
Isn't the code different from Europe to?
But the VHS tapes, he's not really. Fanzine isn't really. I don't think he's buying them to play them. He's just buying them to put in his collection, I believe. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
It sucks because I mean, like we're coming up Time Prophet. It's happening before it's happening again. We're about at the point where all of the magnetic strips in those VHS are going to go. You might be surprised. You might play them and only got sound on them. Like I'd go give it a test. That's one of the sad things about VHS collecting is because it's like we're nearly at the point where the pictures are going to go.
Well, I know all the ones that most of us used to record ourselves because, like, my father used to love doing that. He just liked to record the damn shows off TV with his VHS, and he had recorded the entirety of this one show called Tour Duty, based in Vietnam. And yeah, I went to play that back one time. It was destroyed. It was like there was nothing redeemable about it. And I was like, "Yep, in the trash can it goes."
I guess it's the same thing with Commodore 64 games because they're on cassette tapes. Mine still work though, but I guess it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Well, I think the biggest thing with a lot of those tapes is the way you store them too. They've got to be stored in a nice, cool, dry location. Yeah. And a lot of people don't even think about that, and they store a lot of that stuff in attics and places like that where the temperature is not really regulated. and those things get absolutely destroyed.
Well, they get demagnetized as well.
Yeah, it's the demagnetized. It's the real issue.
Nice. An original.
Nice.
Very cool.
It makes me wonder how much stuff's going to be lost. Like, there's so much that we're only going to be able to salvage from old VHS collections that's lost media now. And with the magnetic strips,
a lot of movies have not been
VHS tapes, they're just going to be gone forever. There's no chance they're ever going to be rediscovered, you know. So.
Yeah, and I think eventually a lot of those direct-to-DVD movies will vanish as well, because they're not going to be released on Blu-ray and then 4K or whatever it is, right? So it's just going to be, it's going to fade out. I think a lot of it.
Yeah.
On those happy notes, don't worry.
I know. I was just thinking, well, that's sad.
I'm sorry, guys.
No. It's fine.
This is why I archive everything. This is why my house is a library. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm gonna bring the mood up. I got something that's pretty funny. So obviously everybody knows by now that I do a lot of BattleBot videos. One of the things that's actually kind of entertaining, and I was talking to Steve, Vinnie, and Trina about this, but it's the closed captioning that YouTube puts on the damn BattleBot videos. Some of the shit that they put on there is absolutely hysterical. So I actually did a little breakdown of some of the really bad closed captioning they did on my BattleBot fights. And I don't know, I was rolling in stitches listening to the stupid shit they put on there. So here we go.
Just me and my good buddy Barnes, Mr. BattleBot Pig, hanging out. We're going to take a look at some videos with some very interesting closed caption from YouTube, because YouTube, you suck. But it's hilarious, isn't it, Barnes? Here we go.
Are you ready? It's robot fighting time!
On a roll, we got that breakfastus. It goes up against the buck with no name in the red. Good push right there for Bronco. There's a tip to lift in. There goes a piece of Bronco.
As the bottom no name is struck first. A good push again from the bottom no name, but flipped up. And this one is pretty much over.
Foot back over Bronco. Saved him another big push from the pod with no name.
Big push from Bronco right here.
Just grinding white into Bronco.
Unable to get anything else going. Flipped over again. Will Bronco let him go this time? It doesn't appear so. Bronco's moving in for the kill. Maybe no, it's over. Bronco has won.
And here we go with that breath go in the blue as it goes up against the Lucky Trash.
Hardberg shock in the red. Here we go with BattleBots. Big push right there. Up and over is Hypershock already. Bronco's got him at his mercy. Can Hypershock do anything at all? Big push right here from Bronco, just pushing Hypershock around. Could just let him go. Hypershock is not responding. Oh, there was another big lift. There goes a piece of Hypershock. Bronco is just unrelenting, just trying to get him out of the arena, it seems.
Here we go with that Krakow. What a strength.
On a streak as he goes up against Maul in the red. Here we go with BattleBots. Bronco trying to line it up. Good evasion by Maul right there. Maul trying to get it lined up. There was an attempted flip that just missed. Again, Maul trying to get this lined up. Bronco trying to get it lined up. Another big swing and a miss. Oh, big counter trick from Maul. Just didn't have the weapon up to speed. There was a big hit from Maul. Again, Bronco trying to line it up. Another big flip that just missed. Big push again from Bronco. No, a miss. Another big miss. This is going to hurt Bronco if he doesn't get going. There goes a piece of Bronco now. As Maul's back.
Magic strike and another big head.
Bronco's gone. Bronco
trying to line it up as Small is just grinding away on him.
Bronco trying to get this lined up and another big miss. Maul is playing an amazing game right now, but no. He got caught and it's over. Bronco has won.
That was awesome.
I don't know which one actually made me laugh the most, but I think the one where they said he's just grinding white in the Bronco made me just like die. And Maul had about 15 different names that I didn't put in there because the AI voice became too much, but it was calling it Ball, Small. It was all these different names. I was like, can you imagine somebody who can't hear, who they can't hear, and they're reading this and they're trying to make sense out of that? Like, where did they come up with breakfast, lucky trash, like crackball? I couldn't figure out any of that shit.
Imagine a blind fellow listening to it, though.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. Like, where did they come up with Krakow? Oh man.
Oh shit.
I like Gone with the Wind. I know a lot of people do, but I like it.
Seriously, take that audio clip and add it to fight videos. Like, if someone's wrestling in the street or something, they'll go.
Oh, like the Waffle House fights or the Disneyland fights or all the Walmart fights.
Yeah, just grind the white into them. What people have to say about that?
You should do that, Tommy. Like, you know how Steve Inman does that? You could totally do one of those.
Come on. Hey, have a good night, Time Prophet. Thanks for
Time Prophet.
Night, Time Prophet.
I've been looking at more of those videos, and I'm waiting for more of the ridiculous closed captioning to pop up, and I think I'm just going to do more of them because they just make my day. I just sit there and I just laugh hysterically for a good half hour. And I like watch it over and over again because it's so damn stupid. Like, machines are going to replace us, right?
They have AIs that they're calling God now. So
when the machines turn on humans, you better stay far away from a dildo factory.
Jeez.
Or it'll be all Krakow.
Stick knows how to make everything awkward.
Yeah.
Shitter was full!
Yeah, because of all the white grinding.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, that was funny.
That'd be brown grinding.
It's horrible. It's horrible. As far as like any other toys that are coming out, did you guys have anything else that you wanted to discuss?
There's a Toonie Terror set that I'm actually gonna be pre-ordering as soon as I'm off this stream. And it's Toonie Terrors. It's from the Saw franchise, and this is actually a really cool set because it's coming with the Billy the Puppet on his bike, and also the Jigsaw Killer with the pig mask on it. And I'm pretty sure that you can swap the heads out. That's cool. Yeah, that would be a new feature for Toonie Terrors.
Nice. That's cool. I still want to get that Reanimator one.
Oh, I ordered he's if you want the Toonie Terror version, he's available on Big Bad Toy Store. Nice. I ended up ordering a what's it called? A full-size one there was like 2 left on Amazon, and I got one of them.
8-inch one with like the little clothes. Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I can't really spend much right now, but like I still want. I want the Toonie Terror one, but I don't know. I'll bring some back tomorrow.
So here's an oddball with all the things that Hasbro has been doing wrong. They actually did something right, but you know what? They did it right. They did it right in an exclusive set for Amazon. So they're releasing from the Sunbow cartoon. You remember Ryan Pax and Ariel and his good friend Dion. That before Megatron destroys him, and then Pax becomes Prime. Ariel becomes Elita 1. They're actually releasing sets of those figures. So one of them is going to be Alpha
Yep,
Trion and Orion Pax, and then the other one is going to be Ariel and Dion, from what I understand. And
You
I
have a
think
link
the
or a
Ariel
photo?
and Dion, is the Amazon exclusive, if I remember correctly. But they actually look like very Sunbow accurate with the more modern articulation that they were doing through Earthrise and Legacy. So. No, you seen that one, Liam?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, I have. I spotted it. I spotted it the day before I made my move. Actually, like not in the wild, but I was looking it up online. I was like, because sometimes I have a look at that HasLab site. It shows you all the stuff that's coming out. So that's where I spotted it.
Yeah, do you recall was that Ariel and Dion that were together in the Amazon exclusive?
I only saw Dion. So I don't know about Ariel.
Is
and
this
Dion.
what we're talking about?
That's one of them. Yeah. So that's what I thought.
one.
Orion Pax and Alpha Trion, and they come with a Vector Sigma.
Nice. They did a lot of.
They're supposed to have a second set. Yeah. It's based off the Cup model.
Yeah, there he is. That's Cup.
But they also have Dion and Ariel, which is also part of that same episode on the Sunbow cartoon.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually a reuse of a Scourge.
Yep. Yeah, you could tell. They're not even showing him. It's like it looks like a boat when he's transformed.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a hover space vehicle, is what Scourge was.
Yep. Still pretty cool that they're doing that though for for the true diehards and shit. Not bad.
But once again, it's exclusive to Amazon only, so.
Yep. Yeah, so usually what they do to fucking make that extra money, and save on cutting steel and shit, because that's where all the money really goes into when they got to make brand new bodies and figures and shit. That's why Marvel Legends, they keep using the same bodies over and over. But people were getting kind of sick of it, so that's why they had to step up their game. But they're all shit in the bed now.
They're all just stinking the place up at this point.
Yeah, we know what the fuck Marvel is at this point. The garbage that they're putting out there. I think it's hilarious that Target lost. Well, we're going to talk about that on Friday's stream. But Target losing billions. Like in a week.
They've been losing money for a long time anyway. I mean, it's not really that new of a phenomenon, but this certainly is not going to endear them to anybody.
Oh yeah, well, it's not a new phenomenon, but in a week they lost $9 billion. So that's pretty massive. And
people are getting tired of it. Look, we want the products that we want to see, that we enjoy, or that we need, and we don't want to be preached to. You could save that shit for your little Satanist church or wherever you're going to put it, and keep it there because nobody else wants to hear it.
That's true.
Well, Bud Light is going bankrupt, aren't they? Because they were selling Dylan water.
Who is going bankrupt?
Bud Light.
Oh, yeah. They're like fully stocked in our food store. No one's buying them.
Mm-hmm. And Adidas is going down the same path as well. They did something really stupid recently as well, because they're pushing for the whole agenda, pride, nonsense, whatever. But hey, let's get back to toys. We could hurt my channel tomorrow with that. Which we'll probably end up doing. Here's the figure I put up this week, since I was going to put it away anyway. Everyone wanted to see a review on this thing. This is the Spartan Army Commander from TV League, and I did a custom Wonder Woman out of this thing. Basically, I just bought a head off of eBay, but because I didn't like the Hot Toys versions of Wonder Woman. Like, if you put it in a static pose, it looks fine. As soon as you move them, like the skin on it, like tears on the Hot Toys version. Everyone says like those Wonder Woman and Gal Gadot figures, they don't hold up. And I've always been fine with TV League. It's the ones that have the silicone on top of the endoskeleton. You pretty much your Terminator figures here. But they're heavy, they're sturdy, they hold a pose. Nothing's loose or flopping on them. So I'm like, yeah, very cool. Plus, I was a huge fan of Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and if I wanted to, I could have used like the Spartan commander and turn it into the female character from that game, because like you have so many different outfits that you could get and armor that you find for the character, and one of the looks is almost this exactly. So I'm like, yeah, I could kind of have a multi-purpose custom character type deal. But with the Gal Gadot head that I found on eBay, that likeness is way better than Hot Toys. This thing looks beautiful. And I just swapped the head out. And I dig it. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't need her in her super classic look. I don't give a shit.
This is the best version of Wonder Woman I've ever seen.
Yeah, thanks. That's what I said. I looked at the figure. I'm like, this is pretty damn spot on. Like, I enjoy, the classic kind of Greek look for these characters and stuff. It almost looks like
there's only one thing that I would question on it.
The elbows.
And that's the over-exaggeration of the Gladius sword that they're using.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would have been much shorter. It just seems like over-exaggerated the length.
Oh, yeah.
And she needs a lasso.
True. Yeah. Which anyway, you go to an art store and they have like a gold kind of wire. I've seen a couple people who are doing custom figures and stuff. You can get it pretty cheap as well, like under $5. You get a whole sport of that shit. So I might eventually do that. But I dig this thing. Comes with a couple of different accessories. Here's the head that it came with, which again, very generic, very boring. But it's just meant to pretty much have that helmet on anyway. So there's no big deal with that. But either way, I could still put the helmet on even with the Wonder Woman head, because the plastic's soft enough and it doesn't hinder anything, even with her the tiara that the Wonder Woman has. Still looks fine. So that's what I had done. Just kind of showing people what it looks like all on there. But yeah, still pretty cool. I dig it. I'm not really a fan of rooted hair, but like the Wonder Woman looks so good, and they put something on it too, so it kind of like it holds. It's not hairspray, but something's in there for sure. But yeah, here's the mace weapon that she comes with as well.
Morningstar.
Morningstar, there you go. Yeah, the mace is the solid piece. There's no sheen.
Right.
And yeah, the little cool dagger that she comes with as well. Which is nice. The paint job is fantastic on them. They did like the speckling too on the blade.
Hey guys, I got to bounce. Peace and love.
Yeah.
Check out my stuff. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys later.
Hey man.
Hey Liam.
Hi, Liam.
I was going to ask him if he wanted to promote his books real quick before he left, but
yeah,
his links are down in the description below as well.
Yeah, he does that on my channel too. It's like, I'm about to give you a promo. Oh, I gotta go. All right.
Look, I gotta go, mate. There's a bunch of Tasmanian devils that were just shipped in, and they're tearing up the place, and they're creating the whirlwind. Gotta go.
Well, he usually has family chaos anyway.
It's a bunch of dingoes in the yard. I gotta protect the baby.
That's right. So I gotta go grab my spear. Yeah, I got a boomerang, and we're gonna get all those killer koalas out of the way.
Oh my God! Can you keep talking like that? Like the rest of the stream, keep talking
I did that on one of his streams. He was late for the stream, and Yuka was running it, and she was alone. So she asked me, "Could you come on? Because I don't want to do a stream by myself." I'm like, "Yeah." So I came on like, "Hi, I'm Liam Gray, and I'm the creator of Kakashi Murder Dolls." Yeah, it's I got my wife in the back there. She's screaming and yelling with the kid. It's fantastic.
Me wife.
I tell the wife, I tell her, go get me some fucking veggie, mate. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh shit, it's
And
glorious.
Foster's sucks.
Yeah, it does. I haven't met one Australian who's like, yeah, that's good beer. Those are words you'll never hear an Australian say.
Yeah, it's American for Australian beer.
Holy shit, that's cool. Yeah, and like these shin guard pieces, like those are separate as well, and you had to kind of put.
Oh
them
yeah,
through.
the greaves.
Yeah, you put them through like the rivets in the back there, but yeah, they were a bit of a pain in the ass to do. Like I only got like 1 or 2 of them in for each leg. But whatever, like I said, I was putting her away. But I do love that you could put this thing in so many different poses. Again, the bodies that they made are pretty damn fantastic. The only problem is with this one, this particular model that they used, it's like almost a little bit of Gumby arms when you go to bend the elbow.
Right. Yeah, I'd left that. I think I don't remember if I left that on the full length video or the short, but I think like that was like the one downside to it because it seemed like they did it a little bit better in the knees. Like they gave her a little bit more of an actual knee joint, so it doesn't look quite as bad. But yeah, in the elbows, you get that old bendy figure look to it.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like they could close all the way. They could do what our arms could do. The thing is, if you keep it there, that silicone over time it'll stick to itself. When you go to move it, it'll tear. So that's why usually these things have like some kind of like fine kind of baby powder or something on them when you open them up. And they tell you it's usually good if you want to put more of that on there. That's usually a good thing. But if you're keeping it, again, certain poses, you could damage them.
So great. So just like a real woman, it needs conditioner.
It puts the lotion on, or it gets the hose again. No, these things are.
If you don't powder her down, she'll turn into an alligator overnight.
But these things are awesome. But yeah, the particular model that they use for this one because it has more like tone muscle structure, and this is the only one that I've really seen that has more of like the Gumby arm situation. Because I have a couple of other figures, and I've done them in reviews in the past, where it's more like a thicker body and more natural kind of shape to it as well. And when you go to bend the arms, it looks more like a real elbow. So
it's actually a weird thing they did in the Wonder Woman movie, where they make a point out of saying that they'll train Diana harder than any of the other Amazons, right? And she's the only one with no muscle tone. So I guess they trained her, but they didn't feed her.
Yeah, well, it's because she's the daughter of Zeus. So gods don't have to. Even if they push hard, it doesn't matter because like they got super strength and shit. So you can't get as toned. Superman shouldn't be as built as he is.
That's right.
It's interesting if you go into like.
He would benefit from it because if he does a push up, right, it does nothing.
Right, because he's so overpowered. And that's kind of the situation. That's the argument.
Basically, Superman should be fat as fuck. Yeah.
Well, not if he runs like the Flash everywhere, because he's got super speed as well. He could stay fit, but to put on muscle, he'd have to be lifting planets essentially.
So here I have something real quick I'm going to show. So Tina was saying that there's actually something that she wants to get.
Mm-hmm.
So she had shared it with me. Let me see if I can find it. Boom, there it goes. Can you see that all right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So Diamond Select, and Diamond Select does some really good quality stuff. I have an Enterprise in the back with light, sound, and all that stuff, and it is a wonderful looking piece. And Playmates had released their own version, which is similar, but you could tell that the quality is not as high as the Diamond Select stuff. So
yeah,
I mean, if you're getting a diorama set like this from Diamond,
cycle through.
Yeah, I was just going to ask him that.
I can't.
You can't click on them? The ones that are right
No,
below?
this is actually just a picture. So
okay.
Gotcha.
But this is not actually to the site.
Okay.
I probably know the sculptor.
He says humbly. I probably know the sculptor.
Yeah, in particular.
He's just bragging at this point.
It's not a brag that I want to even.
Anyway, you son of a bitch. But yeah, guys, I think this is a good place to wrap it up. We had a lot of fun. Showed off a lot of cool looking stuff. And of course, as always, stop by tomorrow when Vinny's going to run. So we're going to run through everybody. Vinny, let everybody know what you got going on.
Well, I got two other things. Here's a Mortal Kombat Scorpion. Again, these are only a minute each. In case if you got to go shit or something and you want to get off the stream, it's hold it for 2 minutes. But yeah, no,
watch it while you're on the toilet.
Hold it for 2 minutes and then finish up.
You could do that. Yeah, no, this thing's amazing. This is one of the 12-inch figures. He's another one I was putting away, but yeah, just a killer piece for sure. And this is Storm Collectibles, the same ones that do like the that kind of 8-inch scale figures. And yeah, very, very cool. The only problem with this guy, and I have it in the main review, is his swapping out his hands. Those wrist joints, the pegs, it's ridiculous. You need a heat gun or drop them in boiling water or something to loosen them up or soften it up. That's the one issue I had with it. But everything else on this figure, freaking 10 out of 10. So if you are looking for that type of stuff, those are available. And I was going to do a full review. I'm probably not going to. I know Trina, she has a full review of him up. So I just figured, let me just do a quick short. And yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely check out Trina's review on him.
That's Constantine, isn't it?
Yeah. Constantine.
Not to be confused with constipation.
I know comic stuff.
Well,
I recently learned that it's actually pronounced Constantine, and they actually make a point of that in one of the comics.
That's
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
I'm gonna say Constantine just for spite now.
Yeah. So John Constantine, Tina, Trina. we got Tina Bojan in the chat. No, but this is definitely a cool piece. Yeah, I literally opened them up while we were starting the stream because I wanted to get rid of the box. Again, too much clutter, too much garbage, just tossing it. But yeah, he's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full review. I don't think it's really necessary at this point. Maybe I will. I don't know. But yeah, no, he's pretty damn awesome. So you can check all that out. I had a cool little short too. This was kind of interesting to me that they released yet another Goliath figure. And these sons of bitches, look what NECA did. They put both sets of wings in the packaging. So you could have the closed ones that's wrapped around them. And then in the back are the other ones you could swap out. Why didn't they do that to begin with?
Why do the Gargoyle figures have the Sega Genesis label on the side?
Well, this one does. It's a special one because from the video game that they made, I guess, back in the day.
See, I didn't even know they made a Gargoyle game for Genesis.
Yeah, I never seen it myself, but yeah, apparently Sega did make it. Yeah, and this is the one that Tommy and Trina, you didn't get these, but you did showcase them, right? You saw them in a store.
I saw them in a store, yeah, but I didn't get them or do a short or anything like that on them.
Oh, okay. But yeah, those are pretty cool, and I do like that they did this version of Goliath because he looks like he is more stone. So like, and if anyone watched the cartoons, like they turn to stone when in the daylight, and then at night they break free. But it kind of looks like that anyway. I'm like, look at these sons of bitches. They're just milking that mold. They're just making that money. I would have probably waited. I don't know. I still like the original Goliath, but whatever. It is what it is. Hey guys, tomorrow you can catch me. I should still be doing a stream, depending if I have an appointment with something. But if I do, it should be around 5 p.m. After that, we should be on Draven's channel for the wrestling stuff. We were going to do it tonight, but we were doing the toy stream, and then he decided to play the Jedi game. So he's streaming that right now too. But yeah, this was a blast. Yeah, if you want to pick up some of my books, please do so. Through the Woods hardcover edition, that is one sale away from hitting 800 books sold. So if anyone wants to support that, get it over that nice milestone. That'd be very appreciated. But otherwise, yeah, everyone have an awesome night.
Awesome. Of course, as always, all the links to those books are down in the description as below, because I do make sure I do all that. I do something right, damn it, besides apparently getting in trouble with online selling platforms. Steve, what do you got going on, Steve?
Not a damn thing until next Saturday, when we're doing the book stream on Teresa's channel. That's it. I'm on a YouTube holiday. I'll be watching
and
movies.
reading books. And reading books, right?
Reading books, watching movies. I'm gonna play some old video games too, like from the 80s. I'm gonna have a blast.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks for being here as always, Steve.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I really enjoy watching the toy stuff and saying stuff that ruins them with perviness.
Slasher, what you got going on, man?
Another movie. Saturday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run Saturday. The crappiest Punisher movie there is from 2004, with the worst Punisher ever, Thomas Jane. We're doing a review on it.
That should be a lot of fun, right?
Dolph Lundgren was pretty good.
Which one?
Hey.
Dolph Lundgren, the one from '89.
But it still kind of wasn't the Punisher to me.
Yeah.
No.
He just had the knives with a skull on him. He never even had the. But Dolph Lundgren, he was perfect for the role.
He was better than Thomas Jane, but that's really not saying much.
Hey, Thomas Jane.
Lundgren's been battling cancer for 8 years.
Who
was?
Dolph Lundgren. I
didn't know
spoke about it recently.
Oh wow.
I like off.
Thomas Jane. Here's a fun fact you can say during that stream. He almost killed Kevin Nash.
Yeah, he really did stab Kevin Nash during that fight scene. Yeah,
yep, in the chest.
Wow.
Lundgren almost killed Stallone during Rock 4. He punched him so hard in the chest, Stallone's heart swelled up.
Didn't Stone Cold almost break Stallone's back during the Expendables?
He broke his neck.
They were filming the Expendables.
Yeah, he broke some bones.
Broke his neck.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Stig, you're right. Yeah, they said the hit. He hit so hard. Dolph Lundgren hit Stallone so hard. They said it was the equivalent of being in a car accident where the steering wheel impacted your chest. That's what the doctors told him.
Well, the guy was a black belt.
Yeah, he wasn't he wasn't just an actor. He was a fucking kickboxing champion.
Oh yeah, and he trained his country's Olympic
team.
I forgot which sport it was. But yeah, he trained them, and I think he was the coach too for one of the.
Well, if it was a Swedish Olympic thing, it's probably one of those where you put the right. You know those boxes where you put a triangle in the correct hole, and a square in the other one. It is like that.
I think you're talking sexual stuff again. I know you are.
No.
It was like Taekwondo or it was a physical thing. It wasn't. I
know Dolph Lundgren was actually a kickboxing world champion at some point. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he's
he
a part of
got
medicine.
into acting because it was Grace Jones's boy toy. He's admitted that she had him. She gave him a small part in A View to a Kill.
I don't know why anybody would ever admit that.
Oh, he did.
I guess she was a lot of fun.
She's like the thing of nightmares.
Tommy's gonna go to bed tonight looking at photos of her and not get up from the freaking.
I probably won't go to bed now. Thanks.
She's probably really good at that white grinding.
Nasty guys. Slasher's link is down in the description below. We just got done doing Rad yesterday, and going to be doing the shitty Thomas Jane Punisher on Saturday. God, I do hate that one too. And Trina, let everybody know what you got going on.
Well, I want to say thanks for having me on. This was a really fun stream. Had a lot of fun with you guys. And yeah, you can catch me on my channel at Real Horror, REEL. And yeah, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern is when I do the horror movie reviews. And this coming Wednesday, well, the next Wednesday is going to be The Crazies, the original and the remake. So I hope to see you guys there. And yeah, other than that, I'm usually hanging around with Tommy and Vinnie.
Well, thank you for being here and putting up with us.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is. Hey, Scrambles, what's going on? We're just getting ready to close out, buddy, man. Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, so guys, stop by tomorrow if Vinny's got a stream going. If not, Vinny will be back on Sunday. Vinny rarely ever misses the Sunday roundtable.
Oh, so. No, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. No, Sunday, I'm not going to be doing one this Sunday.
Whoa, really? See that? Yeah. I just say you rarely ever miss them. Now you're going to miss them.
I rarely do. The only time I miss them, usually if it's a major holiday or if there's a big wrestling event and Draven's doing like one of the pay-per-view ones. So,
what is Sunday? Is Sunday Stromboli Day or something?
No, I just said it's a pay-per-view one. I told you the Stromboli. No, the Stromboli holiday. It isn't. That's not until what? Late June, right, Trina? Hey.
Sunday is about the cannolis.
That's the dessert. We know that. Stufato. That's usually what we do on Sundays, right? It's the meat. It's the pasta. It's never mind.
Guys, thank you everybody that's been in the chat tonight, stopping in and for sharing your experiences. What, you got something else?
No, I was just saying thanks for letting me chill, bro.
No, man, anytime. You know you're always welcome here. But thank you for everybody that's been in the chat. I really do appreciate every time you guys come through and you make the stream so much fun with the interaction that we get to have with you guys. You guys are all amazing and never change. Always be you and don't let other people tell you what you can or can't be. Oh, no, God, no.
That's for Tom.
Yeah. Guys, we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a blast. And if you did, be sure to stop back and leave a thumbs up on the video and just let everybody know and let YouTube know that screw you, YouTube. We're going to keep having fun regardless, no matter how much you try to actually put me down and suppress my channel. We're here having fun, and we're here having fun with all of you, and we'll catch you next time. Later, y'all.
We're grinding white all over the place.
You better run, Mojito. You what? I thought you said don't move. That was before. Now, you run.